Hello everyone, today we're going to look at subtraction using the column method, and the problems today are going to require some exchanging, which we've been looking at in class, but is quite a tricky skill. So I'm going to show it to you 3 times and hopefully you'll be able to have a go at home as well. So the first step, we're going to look at this sum to start with, which is 54 take away 27. So we're going to lay it out in the column method. Now, remember that I often say if we're doing the column method, it's always worth leaving a few gaps before you do your method underneath the question, because you may well need to be adding things on top of the columns, which you'll see in a moment. So I'm going to start down here. So we've got 50 and 4, 20 and 7. And we are taking away, remembering to use my ruler to make a line. 1 there, 1 there. Remember, this is kind of like a giant equals sign where you put the answers. So we're going to start off with the units. We always start with the units. So 4 take away 7. Now, that's not actually possible. And although it's tempting to just do 7 take away 4 is 3, it's not actually what the question is asking. So what I'm going to have to do is find some help for Mr. 4 here, and to do that I'm going to exchange. So I'm going to come over to the 50. It's like number 4's neighbour, and 50 is going to help out number 4. So I'm going to exchange a 10. I'm going to cross out the 50 and write 40, and then the 10 that was there I'm going to put with the 4 to make 14. I'm going to circle the new numbers that I've made so I know where I'm going to be starting from in a moment. Now, it's important to see how before we had 50 and 4, which is 54, and now we have 40 and 14, which is still equal to 54. So the same amount is there. We haven't added or taken away anything. We've just split it differently. So now I'm going to have a go at doing the calculations. So 14 take away 7, that is 7, because I know double 7 is 14. And 40 take away 20 is 20. Must remember to use the new numbers that we've got here and not the ones that were underneath. And that's why it's important too to start from the units. So I've got a 20 and a 7 there, which I can add together to make 27. And by looking at this answer, I can actually see now that double 27 is 54, which is an interesting fact to learn. So have a look at this one. Maybe you can have a go at laying this out too with me. This one's got hundreds in it, but it's no trickier than the other one. It just looks like it might be because the numbers are bigger. So we've got 230 and 4, 110 and 8. We're taking away. Make sure we remember to take away. Sometimes you add by mistake. You have to concentrate. Put our lines underneath. I hope you can see this okay. I'll turn it slightly so it might be a bit better. So we start from the units. Now, 4 take away 8. Can we do that? No, we can't. So what are we going to do? We're going to exchange, and we're going to come to the next column for some help. I am going to cross out the 30 and I'm going to change it to 20, and the 10 that was there I'm going to add on to the 4 to make 14, which is just like we did in the last one, but it doesn't always work out as 14, I promise. So we've got 14, so we had 30 and 4, and now we've got 20 and 14, which is still 34. So I've just split it differently to make it easier. So I've got 14 take away 8. 14 take away 8. Now if I take away 4 I get to 10, and then I've got 4 more to take off, so that's 6. 20 take away 10 is 10. And 200 take away 100 is 100. So the answer I've got here is 100. 10 and 6 is 116. Now, both of these I just had to exchange once, but I've got a problem further down this page that makes you exchange twice, and we're going to have a look at that now. Okay, so let's have a look at this only slightly trickier problem because we have to exchange twice. So I'm going to set it out in the same way. I've got 400 30 and 2, 260 and 5, which we're taking away. So bring in my ruler. Apologise, it's not quite on the line. My camera is slightly in the way at the moment. Let's move it back slightly. There we go. So here we go. We start from the units. So 2 take away 5. I can't do that. So I'm going to exchange. I'm going to change the 32 into 20 and 12. And so now I can do this calculation. So 12 take away 5 is 7. Now 20 take away 60. I can't do that either. So now I'm going to have to go to the neighbour of the tens, which are the hundreds. And I can only take the value of what is in here, so I can't just take a few tens to help out. I have to take a whole 100. So the 300 is actually going to change, sorry, the 400 is going to change to the 300. And the 100 that was there, I'm going to actually put with the 20. So I'm going to cross that one out and make a new number on top. So now I can do 120 take away 60. Now I've got the same number, just like when we do it down here. I haven't added or taken away anything. I've just kind of moved them around. So instead of 420, I've now got 300 and 120, which is the same total, 420. So let's work this one out now. So we've got 120 take away 60. 60 is because I know that double 6 is 12, so double 60 is 120. 300 take away 200, I can do that. 100. Can we combine our answers again? 167. And there you go. Now I wonder if you can have a go at working one of these out. Why don't you try to do 624? Can you read that? 624. Take away 369. Have a go. And if you find the answer, let me know what it is. Bye.